Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. I'm back here as I promised to show you what to do with leftover roast chicken or roast turkey, and I know you will get absolutely thousands and hundreds and thousands of such recipes, and myself I've shared a few of those recipes over the years, but I am making something a bit different. I am going to make a really lovely roast chicken sabji. It is so delicious. The best part is that you can eat it as a sabji with some naan. You could put it in some bread, make a nice sandwich. You can put it in some wraps, make some wraps. You could add some rice and make pulao. So once that sabji is ready, you can eat it as you like or eat it at different meals, different ways. That is if you have some leftover chicken or turkey. Anyways, enough talking. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the bell button, and let's get cooking. So obviously I'm using chicken because we don't cook turkey for Christmas, just because I prefer chicken to turkey any day and I want to enjoy the food I'm cooking, so I go for chicken. And I have found this absolutely massive chicken at the butcher's. Usually it's kind of just big enough for 4 of us, but I've got this massive one and I'm going to have lots and lots of leftover chicken once this is roasted. Also, I shared a 1-pan roast meal last week on the channel. So it's a 1-pan, you save lots of money, energy. By saving the energy, you save money. And also, it's just low effort, but it tastes really, really delicious. So do check that out as well. So I have got here a really massive onion. You could use 2 medium size, but I have just got a large one and I'm going to thinly slice this first. A nice hot pan, 2 to 3 tablespoons of sunflower oil, rapeseed oil, any oil you like to use. Next I'm going to add a teaspoon of cumin seeds, let them sizzle, a stick of cinnamon and 6 to 8 cardamom pods. Just let them sizzle and release its flavors, and then I will add the onions and then cook this for a good 10 minutes. Now this is a good time to add some heat. So I'm using 2 dried chilies. You could use fresh red chilies, you could use green chilies, depending on how much heat you want in your curry. And while the onions are turning beautifully golden, I'm going to just chop up 4 garlic cloves. So I want to continue to cook this for 5 more minutes, but while I do that, I'm also going to add in the garlic and just cook this. I've chopped it not so finely, so when I cook this for 5 more minutes, it will nicely cook down with the onions. So while the onions are cooking, now is the time to take out the leftover chicken that has been sitting in the fridge for last 2 days, and I'm just going to get rid of the skin and then just get all the chicken out and cut it into small pieces. Time for spices. So a teaspoon of salt. I know it feels a bit too much, but the chicken has to still go in, so I'm adding a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of chili powder, teaspoon of garam masala, a teaspoon of ground coriander, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander in fact, a teaspoon of turmeric, lastly a teaspoon of amchur powder or dried mango powder. You can skip this if you don't have it. Give it a mix. God, I forget that this pan gets hot and I need something to hold it right. Now I'm going to add in the chopped up chicken. So I've just pulled all the chicken out of the bone and I'm just going to chop it up into smaller pieces. It's all cooked anyways, so it doesn't matter how big or small you're going to chop this. All we're going to try and do is kind of heat this through properly when we add it to the onions. Right, in goes the chicken. And give it a good mix. Turn this off the heat for a minute. Add 4 tablespoons of natural or Greek yogurt, whatever you have at home. And then stir it through. Don't cook this on very high heat. Once you get the heat on, just cook it on low heat. I'm going to cover this so the chicken kind of heats through completely. I'm just going to cover this and cook it for just 5 minutes. It's been 5 minutes. If you could just smell this, I cannot tell you how amazing this smells. I'm telling you guys, the smell of this chicken is just amazing. I just want to dive in. Just absolutely sensational. Just finishing it off with some coriander leaves, optional of course. And all that's left to do is obviously taste it for you guys, obviously, not for me, for you guys. Oh my god, that's going to be a couple of meals sorted. It's beautiful. Just those whole spices add a lovely flavor, and then obviously I've added my basic spices to this, but you really do not need tomatoes in this because the flavor will completely change, and this tastes completely different to what it would taste if you added tomatoes. So try this as it is, just the onion chicken sabji. I hope you will enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you back very soon. If you try this recipe, let me know how you enjoyed it, what with what, whether you had it with naan, rice, bread wrapped. Let me know. Bye for now.